Yo, I just wanted to say thanks for watching this bed build. It's a couple of parts because we're getting a little bit more in depth. I'm not really dragging it out for content. There's just about like 3 hours worth of stuff I recorded this time around. So it's taking a little bit long. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you learned something. I appreciate the questions. And as you can see, it's progressing. So be sure to like and subscribe and you'll see the whole thing get finished. We had a little bit of a storm blow through here. Had to wrap the truck all up right in the process of working on it. It's absolutely nuts, I tell ya. Thought we were gonna get some rain, and it's still 110. At least it cooled it off a little. So what are we up to? Well, we're waiting for you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Now, a bunch of you already have, and that's pretty cool. And a bunch of you, quite a few of you actually, have went and grabbed one of these shirts. And that's also very cool. So, you know, support the good people that support me and help me get some of this stuff done. Go grab a shirt. We're working on this. This is what we're up to today. Gonna glass this thing in and move on to the next step of the bed. So, you know, I don't have a ton of time to work on the truck right now. It's busy season. I got a lot of things going on. But, like I say, if you got 5 minutes, you can build a mini truck. So, I got 5 minutes. Time to get to work. Got that fiberglass reinforced filler on. Yeah. We'll let that harden a bit more. Probably shape it here. And then give it a quick sand. And should be ready to get some primer on her so we can move on to bodywork. I don't want to get too carried away on this because, as you notice, still haven't got the bed off. And I don't know how much welding structural wise underneath I'm gonna have to do to that area, and I don't want to just melt out all the Bondo when I'm welding on the bottom. I'm pretty sure I'm good, and the structure I have to do is on the frame side. The welding that I have to do, the structure is on the frame side. But I don't want to get carried away. Flip it over, do the welding, take care of the bottom, flip it back over, and we can go to town on the top, getting this all pretty. But yeah, this is just to prevent cracking before you get the filler primer on, right? And go to town with the real stuff, which is sitting down over here. Yeah, the good stuff. I'm glad you guys are digging the bed build. I've got lots of positive comments, especially the one about dry ice. I had a few people say dry ice might be something to check on and getting that bed liner off. And I know the old blowtorch and scraper. Man, this stuff stinks though. Again, I don't know. I don't know if I should have done it with this bed or not, but we're here, so. A little bit shorter of a video. Kinda, you know, kinda just, this heat crept back up on us. And I really haven't been out here as much as I wished I could have, so. Enjoy the cruise to the lake. Cruise to the lake. Stick around to the end of the video. It's gorgeous. If you ever get a chance to visit Arizona, get out here and hit one of the lakes. Do a little cruise on the weekend. It's totally worth it. I got back to Harbor Freight. I know, it's cool. All the stuff they sell that makes us guys feel like we're, you know, real mechanics. Look at this little guy. I tried to pick it up because I figured maybe it would be good at getting in here. I did all this by hand, and there's gonna be a lot more to do with, you know, body filler and stuff, but I figured maybe this might be something to check out. Kind of cool, huh? Comes in different grits, little belt sander. I've seen some guys use these, and this would have been cool when I was building bikes. Oh, he gets in there. Does a good job. I'm digging it. Yeah, it really makes quick work of that stuff. Wow, if that doesn't save a lot of time. Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty fun little new tool. Makes quick work of that. They're like $30, $50, and 130 bucks. That's the $30 one. So I ordered like a whole pack of different grits of sandpaper on Amazon for like 10 or 15 bucks. I'll put the link, you know, in the description like I always say. But yeah, another tool for the toolbox. If you're a first-time viewer of the channel, first off, thank you. And one of the reasons I say that is it's recently come to my attention through all the comments and all the new followers I've been getting that a lot of you are new to this channel and aren't familiar with me or this truck or this build or what this channel, I guess, is. Well, first off, thank you for being here. I didn't start it off to be a channel. I just figured it'd be a cool way to document building this truck with my family and friends, mostly my son and my good buddy, like from high school, 20 or 30 years. I didn't know a single person in the mini truck scene when I started building this truck. I just knew that every night for 20 some years, when my head would hit the pillow, occasionally, I would dream of having another mini truck, like I did back in the 90s. And I never got the chance to have a Toyota, so here we are. That's a quick recap. As for the thumbnail, yeah, man, you read it right. I've driven this truck approximately 20,000 miles in the past 18 months. You can call it 2 years. We'll just round up to 2 years by the time you're watching this video. But just the way it sits. Now, she's been through a lot of changes since then. But that 18,000, 20,000 miles, that comes from the time that she's been bagged. So, yeah, you can drive a bagged truck successfully across the West Coast at least. Look out, East Coast, I'm just putting you on notice for 2025. Yeah, at least through the West Coast, hitting all your surrounding states. You don't need a trailer. I mean, you can drive it like we used to. You that have been watching this bed kind of come together, right? You're probably getting the idea that we're really close, right, to some actual bodywork going down on this truck. And you'd be right. Originally, the truck was just rattle canned one color after parts started getting replaced, you know? So your typical aftermarket fenders, these just may be placeholders. I have some OEM 4Runner fenders, you know? Luckily, going back to that first statement I made of not knowing anybody, I know a lot of people now in the mini truck scene, and I've acquired some parts and some wheels and some cool bits and pieces and some great memories and friendships along the way. And yeah, thankfully, with a lot of those connections and a lot of their help, we'll be seeing this truck in a different, well, a different direction soon. First off, she's a 93 Toyota pickup. The way I got her, she was a landscaping truck. She is currently airbagged with shocks all the way around on 17-inch wheels. These happen to be the old school, like, Nietzsche jet gears, 205/40 17s. Rides amazing with 17s, lots of turning radius to be able to allow you to turn and drive really low, which is great on a bodied truck because if you don't know, yes, that is the whole like build series on this truck is I body dropped this truck in preparation for Mini Nats 2024. I didn't make it to, spoiler alert. But I was planning on driving it there. So getting back to the driving thing, that would have been 8,000 miles round trip. And I don't really have a worry. The truck's good. Number one, it's a Toyota. And number two, when you take it all apart, you should fix everything that's wrong. And boy, we found a lot of stuff that was wrong and we just fixed it. We've got to do some work on the front shocks. I'm still not happy with those guys. So you're probably going to be seeing some videos on the front shock relocation. For the most part, the big changes are going to be exterior, finally getting to that body and paint. And you know, I'm a bit of a rambler. If you don't know, I ramble a lot in this channel. I kind of carry on and talk too much. But I really wanted to document this moment. I haven't even been going out as much as I used to, and I'm pretty good at going out 2 or 3 times a week, regardless of heat and temperature and all that good stuff. I like to drive, man. So we're not gonna make the truck too pretty. But, what's a mini truck without a cool paint job? I ask you, what really is it? So we've got to do something with it. For those of you that wanted a better look at the bed and said the videos don't really do it justice, you're right, man. Brandon, again, he killed it on the metalwork. I can't thank him enough. I still have to get a roll pan on. I'm probably gonna be hitting Brandon up for some original ideas on this issue before we do it. But yeah, that's it. I drive it all the time. I literally just took my daughter to school. If you open this door, you can see I'm gonna drop off some Amazon packages, right? Yeah, I mean, I treat it like a normal car. I really do. I pick wood up in it for my small business that I run. It really, for me, like, this is the way I grew up. I didn't grow up going to mini truck shows. I grew up cruising the streets, you know, Friday, Saturday nights, just getting your friends together. It didn't matter if it was a Chevette. It didn't matter if it was a Toyota. It didn't matter if it was your 87 Nissan on 14.7 reverse wires. We were just getting out. We were hanging out with our friends. We were cruising. And so for me, that's what it's always been about. I wanted to build something that I could drive and cruise and enjoy. What kind of air setup am I running? I'm running 2 Viair 444s, one of those like dual pack setups. I've got a seamless tank. That's the original slam block. As far as the compressors go, I had 0 issues with the compressors, no problems. Original relays, original wiring. Everything that I bought from Switch Suspension has worked flawlessly, except for a controller. I did have issues with the Slam MC2 controller. It was the fancy one. I spent way too much money. I wish I would have done that. I've got an ABS, you know, the standard like 7 switch box now. This thing is great. And I don't know what Slam does to their stuff, but it's actually a lot quicker and more responsive with this ABS controller. I won it in a raffle, so you should really enter those raffles at mini truck shows. It pays off. It's actually where I got my door speakers from too. Yeah, that's the air setup. Did I miss anything? Water traps. Water traps. No, I still haven't put water traps in. I really should. I should really put water traps. I had a blow through in this truck. As of now, I do not have a blow through in this truck. It may go back in. It may not. I can tell you this, there will be subs back in the truck because driving around with 2 door speakers sucks. Let's answer some questions pertaining to driving. What kind of tools do I carry? Everything you can think of. Spare airbag tools, spare lines, a spare airbag, and all the tools that it's required to change them. That means a jack, that means wrenches, that means sockets. We can go through that whole road kit setup in another video. Have I ever had an issue? No, thankfully I have not, which is great. Do I have AC? Yes, I have AC. Although currently after the body drop, it's not working. That's right, I've been driving all summer without AC. Don't be a weenie. Get out to the meets, have a good time. How many flats have I had? 0. I'm knocking on wood. I'm gonna Photoshop some wood down here. Yeah, I've been lucky. I haven't had any flats, although I've come pretty close driving on some ball tires and stuff. I have had a shock mount break a couple of times. Everything that's broke on this truck has pretty much been my fault. There was a period of time, which you can go back and watch those playlists, where I went from bagging the truck to body dropping the truck, and you saw me rebuild the whole cross member and rear frame section and the whole frame under the cab. And all that was just due to me dragging the truck, like dragging it and dragging it and dragging it, and to the point of destroying it, as the saying goes. And it just all needed replaced and rebuilt. Not to mention, I met a lot of people along the way. I saw some other setups, and I decided there was a better way to do it and went from bag on axle to bag on bar. Are you bag on bar or are you bag on axle? Guys, all the videos are right there. Go check them out. Yeah, I am a new member, less than a year. I really just wanted to document this truck right now before she changes, because big changes are abound. Again, which is like the constant evolution of a mini truck. I didn't dream of driving around in a truck that was 2 different colors. That's just not cool. You gotta take it to the next level. We can do better than this. T-shirt time, t-shirt time, t-shirt time. For those of you that entered my contest in the last video, I don't understand the rules of YouTube, so I did it on social media. I'm gonna be announcing the winner in the next video. Hey, Troy from Body Drop actually reached out to me and was like, what else do we want to give away? So there might be some other cool stuff in there. How can you enter? Just comment Let's Go Dragon on this video right now. We'll keep it going. Let's Go Dragon. Put it down below. If this video gets yanked from YouTube, go put it on the other one. I don't know how the rules work. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. We're totally doing that beg for forgiveness thing. You guys know how that works, right? Like when you don't know nothing, you just drive around and beg for forgiveness. I ain't got no pass. I ain't got no permit. I ain't got no boat. I ain't got no big truck. I'm just checking out the water action. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. Look at all these boat trailers and stuff. This is like a car show. Big trucks and trailers. That's all I see. It's just like a mini truck show. Totally doing the beg for forgiveness thing. I mean, what are they really gonna do? Ask me to move? I'll move. Can we bring back the old get a jet ski in the back of my truck days and get it out here on the water? I think we should try. I think it would be fun. I think when you're breaking all the rules, you should break them really good. Don't park right. You know, don't do anything, you know, by the book. Have fun.